25 years old.
Almost. He's 24.
He's a great actor.
He's an actor.
He's a musician. He likes to make beats.
He's a rapper. He freestyles a bit.
I'm a Buster Flow here at Francis P. About to do a play with you, them, him, and me. Not great, thanks. Better stuff. He got a full ride to Carleton College.
He was waitlisted.
I went to Ithaca College. I recently graduated with a degree in theater. I'm a director.
I graduated with degrees in sociology and anthropology, and now I'm a community organizer doing work that's been done in this city since the 60s.
You know, we've known each other for a long time now.
How long?
Like 8 years, but feels like we've known each other all our lives.
A couple of lifetimes.
At least a couple of lifetimes.
But I've never known Dan to date anyone.
What? That's not true, first of all. Secondly, I don't know how to meet guys. It's weird. I don't know how it works. You know, he's always dating someone new. He likes those wallflower girls, you know, the ones that no one really pays attention to because they fall for him really hard.
I like those girls. I can see their potential.
Yeah, he was homecoming king. They all voted for him. I met Elijah Hall at Evanston Township High School. We were in our junior year. He didn't know I was gay then.
But you knew I was black.
Uh-huh. I wasn't out yet. No way.
I think he was afraid to come out to me because I'm black.
I wasn't afraid to come out to you. It's just... Well, I didn't think. All right, we were this tight-knit group, the four of us. Me, Elisha, Casey, and Rachel. We were so close, the four of us, that I didn't want to do anything to disrupt things. And I had just come out to my family. I had been hiding it since the 8th grade, and then one day, as I'm walking out the door, I said, "Mom, by the way, I'm gay." She said, "Well, you're gonna have to tell your father yourself." So, that night at dinner, when I'm supposed to tell him, he turns to me and he says,
Your mother told me what you told her.
so he knew. My father knew. And it was fine, actually. Everything was fine. That night for dessert, my mom made a cake with rainbow sprinkles on it. She made me a gay cake. But even though I had come out to my family, I'd gotten so used to hiding it already that it didn't mean that I was done hiding it.
I'm used to being around white people. And my mom indoctrinated me into the white world by raising me in the suburbs. I would play against the stereotypes with my friends and ingratiate myself with their parents. I would, hang out with my friends and their parents would feel good about liking their son's black friend. I wanted to pass, so I learned how to play the game. Their parents would say things like,
"That Elijah is so articulate, you can bring him around here anytime you like. There's food in the fridge."
I mean, Evanston was one of those places made up of the rich white side of town and the poor black side of town. And the high school is where it all played out. Some of those white students never made friends with anyone black at the school. And some of the black students didn't find the need to talk to any of the white students. The diversity of the school prided itself on wasn't being activated. You could ignore each other if you wanted to. You could pretend as if the other doesn't exist. Just like we could avoid each other anywhere else in Chicago. We are as segregated now as we've ever been.
So the other night, I asked Elijah what he was doing because I wanted to hang out, and he told me that he was going to the barber shop, and that he didn't think that I would feel comfortable there because I'm white.
It's a space I went to all the time growing up. I don't even think there's an equivalent in the white community. So it's like a black space for black people. I just didn't think you would want to be there.
Well, I guess I don't want to invade that kind of space. I guess it makes sense that I wouldn't be there. I didn't tell Elisha I was gay because I was scared. I was scared he wouldn't want to be my friend.
You didn't tell me you were gay because you didn't want me to invade that space.
Me?
You told Casey and Rachel.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I was the only one you didn't tell.
Well, being gay means that every time I meet someone, I have to think about whether they know already or if they suspect. And I have to figure out each time how I'm going to tell them, and it's a problem every single time. So sometimes I don't say anything. Sometimes I just let them think that I'm straight, and then they end up saying some really stupid shit.
I don't have that luxury.
Luxury?
Just hold on. Hear me out. I don't have the luxury of coming out. Everyone knows I'm black. And so when I go around white people, I have to think about what they think of me and how many stereotypes are just below the surface, or how much experience they've had with black people. So I end up performing against the stereotypes in this preventative way, so they don't end up saying some really stupid shit.
I don't want to be racist.
I don't want to be homophobic.
It was the summer after our freshman year of college. We were outside at my aunt's pool in Minneapolis, and I turned to Elisha and I said, "There's something I want to tell you." I suspected that he was going to be upset with me. So much time had passed.
You're gay.
That's what he said. That's what I said. Then he said, "That's okay. I don't care. I already sort of knew."
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't tell him then why I didn't tell him.
But I suspected immediately that he thought because I was black, I'd be homophobic.
But he wasn't. He wasn't at all.
And it's not without warrant that he thought that. I mean, we would hang out a lot at my house. It was like the central place. A lot of students in and out constantly. And many of them were friends of my brothers. And some of them were homophobic. I mean, that's the thing in high school, right? Many people lean against homophobia as a way to say, I'm not gay. But it doesn't work like that. And he needed to look past who I knew and just tell me.
There's so much homophobia out in the world, so many bigoted things being said. The way Elisha refuses to be like that is important.
And it relates to the racism that I deal with all the time. It's not the same thing, but it's the same model. And so if I can't stand up for him, I'm letting myself down.
And I have to make sure that I'm paying attention to his experience, the racism that he experiences every day. Part of racism is the ignorance by those who commit it when they don't even believe that they're being racist.
What I get from white people all the time is that they tell me I'm articulate.
Well, you are.
A compliment, right? But is it? Am I articulate because they didn't expect that from a black person? It's covert racism, microaggressions, the type of things that go by undiagnosed. No one's telling Dan that he's articulate.
So the other night, Elisha was biking over to my house when he got stopped by a cop for not having a light on his bicycle. Who the hell gets stopped for not having a light on their bike?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm black. And I called him right away. And he got it. I was standing there with the cop at night, and I told him, I just got pulled over for being black in a white neighborhood. Again. Dan gets it. That's what it's about.